Hey, pastors, Greg Surratt here with just a little bit of encouragement this morning. And we've been going through a series. We're on part 5 of Romans 12 for pastors. And today's verse says this. It says, "Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse." Let's be real. Criticism is a part of pastoring. People misunderstand. Sometimes they take shots, and sometimes they even attack you and attack your motives. I was with the pastor at the retreat at Church Creek this week, and we were going through some highs and lows. And he's doing a great job. I think he's in his second year of pastoring, but he said, I didn't realize, where did all the critics come from? He said they weren't like that when I was just an associate pastor. I remember my first church, and I thought the same thing. I thought Debbie and I are pretty nice people, really. And when we were youth pastors, everybody loved us. But when we became the lead pastor or senior pastor, it seemed like the critics came out of the woodworks. Not everybody's critics. But you know what? In this day, social media amplifies the few, and it amplifies the criticism. I've talked to you guys before about, before I'll take anything in, I've got 3 questions that I ask of I ask myself about the critics, and that's this: do they know me? If they don't know me, they probably don't have an accurate view of what they're seeing. And then secondly, are they for me? Because some people know me, but they're not for me. They still want to tear me down. And then the third thing is, are they willing to help me? Because I want to grow, and we all want to grow, and sometimes God uses iron to sharpen iron. But there are times that criticism, and oftentimes criticism, is harmful and it's destructive. And what's Paul's advice? He says, don't let it harden you. He said, instead, bless. Instead, bless. Because it's real easy to get a hard heart. Somebody told me one time that to be an effective pastor, you need a soft heart and thick skin. And it's real easy for us to get thin-skinned and a hard heart, isn't it? Well, here are 3 ways to put this into practice. First, when you get criticism, when the email stings or the comments cut deep, don't fire back. Pause before reacting, and then pray about it, and then you can respond with grace. But don't do it right away. Second thing is, bless in secret. This is a tough one. Pick one critic this week and pray for a specific blessing over them. You don't have to tell them, but God will soften your own heart in the process. So bless in secret. Here's the third thing: practice empathy. Practice empathy. Paul says, rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. And entering into other people's emotions keeps our heart tender even during the hard seasons. Criticism is unavoidable, but bitterness is not. Blessing others might not change them, but it will protect your soul, and you need to guard your heart. Well, thanks for joining me today. And you remember that ministry is a marathon relay. It's not a sprint. You're going to get handed off someday. So you just keep showing up, you stay faithful, and you take care of yourself along the way, because God's got this. And it's my privilege to be in your corner, cheering you on every step in the journey. Well, if these short, encouraging videos on Sunday morning are encouraging, why don't you comment, share, subscribe, share it with a friend. Until next time, you have a blessed and happy Sunday. We'll see you next week.